Welcome back to BEERANID 40K. Today GW is teasing the Xenos commanders coming for Kill Team and the new Commanders supplement coming to pre-order this weekend. And as you all know by now, anything new in Kill Team usually gets me pretty excited. However, as somebody that primarily plays Tyranids and Genestealer cults, which have been a bit harder to succeed with in Kill Team sometimes, I'm really looking forward to this release and hoping my bugs and cults get stronger in Kill Team. So today I thought we'd take a look at the news. But first, be sure to like this video and subscribe to the BEERANID Hive and Cult of Subscribers. And now with that out of the way, let's take a look at the news. There are a total of 6 commanders combined coming for those of us that play bug factions, and these are the Magus, Patriarch, Primus, and Icon Ward for the cults, and the Tyranid Prime and Broodlord for the Tyranids. I have to say this does make me happy because now I just need that Rogue Trader map of that spaceship, and I'm literally playing a version of Space Hulk with 2 different factions in Kill Team, which is something I've been obsessed with since before the game even came out. I do have to say, though, that I think Commanders as a whole is really going to change things up for Kill Team. Now, of course, the standard 100-point games of Kill Team will still be a thing, but as soon as you start bringing Commanders, the exact same lists people have gotten comfortable with are just not going to be as effective. So it's not going to be as simple as adding a Commander to your existing list and just porting it over, especially in the cases where you're fighting bugs. And here's why. For just a simple example, lots of people take Flamers when you're facing cults. Orcs do it, Guard lists do it, Space Marines do it. Now, however, cults are getting the ability to cast Mind Control. This is going to let a cult player make that enemy model flame his own guys, which for things like Orcs and Guard might be really bad. Even more powerful is the prospect of taking over enemy plasma or other special weapons that they are hoping to gib your commander with. Now imagine a game where you have commander versus commander. They bring a few plasmas or meltas thinking they're going to one-shot things off the board. Well, this mind control ability will potentially let us turn that weapon back around on them and possibly even target their own commander, which is a very interesting situation for the enemy to face. Now what this means is it's going to be very difficult to metagame the new Commanders expansion and make a take-all-comers solution very hard to find, because your attempt to snipe our slimy commander might just make things really go south for your own team. This means positioning and list tailoring is going to be more important than ever before. With the Tyranid Prime, we're seeing for 1 CP the Alpha Warrior ability from Vanilla 40K is coming to Kill Team. Yes, we have to pay a CP now for something that happened automatically in 8th edition, but imagine the possibilities that open up where you have a swarm of Genestealers hitting on 2s and rerolling 1s with Scything Talons, or even a swarm of Hormagaunts now hitting on 3s and rerolling 1s. This might end up being very powerful, and it will be very interesting to see what kinds of things can be stacked here, making this even stronger still. The Prime is also pretty good in combat himself in 8th edition, so if things translate directly to 40k, this is a model with Strength 5, hitting on 2s at 5 attacks with Bone Swords. And he's going to fit right into my big bug lists that I've been playing for a few weeks now, where I'm already taking Lictors and Warriors that have a similar kind of stat and play style. Now the Primus is coming for the cults, and it'll be interesting to see what buffs he brings. Cult Ambush is a lot weaker in Kill Team than how it traditionally worked in normal 40k, but it looks like he is going to help more models get it off than what was happening before. Apparently, if you're willing to spend the CP, you can get a second chance to roll a 5-up for the ambush to go off. It's situational, but one of the biggest issues I have with Cult Ambush and Kill Team is where I need 2 models to stick together, and only one of them succeeds on the roll. In cases where you need a medic or something to stick with a model and one succeeded with the ambush roll where the other did not, it will be helpful to have a second chance to make that tactic go off. However, at 2 CP, this is expensive, so it might not always be an option or an efficient use of CP. And it's kind of funny, but this is perfect for me because I always look at taking understrength kill teams for the initial extra CP you get in turn 1 for every 10 points less you have on the table than the enemy does. I don't always do it. In fact, more often than not, I don't do it, but I always look at the opportunities this presents. This Commanders aspect, where you're really getting a lot more freedom and flexibility with points, will be pretty interesting and might just free you up to do some CP farming even at the lower levels we play at in Kill Team. If you upgrade the commanders just right and can make decent builds with conservative use of points and try to CP farm a bit, like just going a little under strength, the possibilities for tactics buffs really might get interesting and breed some cool strategies. So I absolutely cannot wait to see the inside of that book and learn just how everything is going to operate. Imagine a Broodlord with Metabolic Overdrive letting him move and then declare a flying charge with Predatory Leap stacked on top of all that. Like I said, I absolutely cannot wait to peek inside the book and start theory hammering my beloved cults and Tyranids. I'll definitely be doing the pre-order on this one, so stay tuned for an unboxing and review on release day. Before I go though, I just wanted to ask what you subscribers are up to lately. What projects are you working on? Are you getting games in and having success with your games? Now, if you wouldn't mind sharing that in the comments, I'd love to know what some of you guys are up to. I recently bought a ticket for the Kill Team tournament at the Las Vegas Open, so I'll have a few months to prepare for that event in February, but I'm excited and kind of nervous at the same time. I'll be playing my Tyranids there, so lots of Genestealers running around trying to eat and infect whatever they can get their talons on. Besides preparing for that, I'm doing my weekly campaign games with a few factions. I wasn't able to get my Tyranid game in this week, but my Cults did finally get a campaign win against Orcs this week, which was nice because I had a few losses in a row with them in the last few games I played as Cults. Speaking of which, I've been working on being able to bring bat reps to the channel so you can watch some of my games of Kill Team. If that sounds fun, then subscribe to stay tuned for that. It's still very much a work in progress, but I'm excited to share my games with you guys, and I hope you enjoy it when those do finally start coming out. I'm also doing a narrative campaign that is also a lot of fun so far. My friend is playing AdMech, and I built some true scale Astartes from spare bits I had around, so they're Alpha Legion in our little narrative, even though they're using regular Astartes rules and war gear. The fluff is that they stole some sensitive blueprints, and now a kill clave of Skitarii are trying to hunt them down before they get off planet and escape with the stolen data. It's been a tough couple games, because I'm still figuring Astartes out, and my friend has a really good grasp on how to play AdMech competitively already. Last night was my second game with the Space Marines, and even though it was a loss, I think I did a lot better than last week's game. Hopefully, next week, the 20th Legion gets a win. So anyways, that's probably enough rambling. I hope you Cultist subscribers are doing great, and I'm really looking forward to reading what you are up to. Be sure to put that in the comments if you get a moment, and let me know if you're excited for Commanders too. Be sure to like and subscribe for more thoughts and Kill Team adventures, and we'll talk again soon here on BEERANID 40K.